بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. This is a new episode of our program Spirit of Values. In this episode we will continue discussion the value of creativity with tools, as well as we will discuss the barriers that may prevent creativity. One of the also important tools we can use in order to create new ideas is what we call the CORT curriculum or the CORT technique. It's the Cognitive of Research Trust group. They invented lots of tools that we can help us in gathering new ideas and start thinking differently. I will summarize some of the tools that we use in the CORT technique. One of the tools is called CAF, C-A-F, consider all factors. How can we apply this method? For example, if I'm traveling to another country, if I apply the CAF, I will start thinking of all the factors. For example, do they need a visa? What is the weather there? What is the currency? What is the language used by the people there? What is their culture? Do I have a valid passport to go? So we consider all factors. CAF, it's called the CAF tool, will help me start thinking of gathering the whole information that affect a certain problem or subject matter. Another tool that we can use is called the PMI, plus, minus, interesting. When we think of a certain problem or a new idea, we think, what are the advantages, the plus points? What are the disadvantages, the minus point? What are the interesting points? So it's called PMI. For example, assume we want to make a decision that we will use in this country all yellow cars, all yellow vehicles, whether trucks, private, public, to be yellow. What do you think of this decision? Before making this decision, if we apply the PMI tool, will help us get an idea about the plus of this idea, the minus, and what are the interesting issues in this idea. For example, what are the plus signs of using all vehicles yellow? Some people will say, no, it's a very bad decision. But let's think. One of the plus of this idea, for example, we reduce the cost of production. So in the factories of cars, they don't have some sort of tracks, only one color. So this is lower in economy, less money is used. Also, maybe one of the advantages, you start having a better memory. So rather than to depend on the color of the car, you depend on the number on the plate of the car, so it's enhanced the memory. However, we have disadvantages for sure. For example, boredom, one color, and then is there any interesting points? For sure. The country will be well known that this country use only yellow cars. So when you check the decision for a new idea, check the plus points, the minus points, the interesting points, and if plus points and interesting points are higher in impact than the minus point, take the decision. However, if the minus points are larger in impact than the interesting and plus points, disagree and refuse the decision for this new idea, PMI. Another tool that we can also apply here is what we call the FIFO, F-I-F-O, information in, information out. And here is we are discussing the types of information we have about a certain topic or problem. For example, if I want to go for a picnic with some of the colleagues, what is the information in that I already know, and what are the information out I have to know before going? For example, the information in, I know who is going with me to this picnic. I know where is the place, but I have to gather information about, for example, the weather at that area. How far is it? Is it possible to go by car or by train or by airplane? So FIFO is a technique that will help me filtrate the information needed. Information that I know is information in. Information I have to start thinking of it and bring it from other external resources is information out. One other tool also in the CORT technique is what we call C&S, consequences and sequentials. When we think of a certain decision, before taking the decision, we have to think of the consequences and sequentials. And usually we do it for a 3-time estimates. For example, if I want to take a decision, at the short term, what are the consequences, what are the impacts? On medium term, what are the consequences and the impacts? On the long term strategic, what are the consequences and what are the impacts? Then I start thinking, if the strategic points and consequences and impacts are positive, we have to go with this decision. For example, if we apply this to a certain suggestion that we will stop using oil in the cars and we will start renewable energy used in the all issues, the energy of sun, water, wind, rather than oil. What do you think this will affect the industry of the vehicles on the short term? On the short term, we will have problems. For example, the already cars that are using oil, what will happen with this stock of oil cars? So it may create some sort of problems in the short term. Also in the short term, the new design, things will start thinking of a new design for homes, a new design for vehicles. On the medium term, we will already have some sort of new techniques, new cars, new buildings reaching and using the renewable energy. On the strategic level, what are the C and S of stopping depending on oil? This will help the environment, the global climate, the change in weather, and this will help also in reducing the pollution. So when the strategic decision is positive, we have to take the decision. This tool is called C and S, consequences and sequentials. Another important tool in the core technique is what we call OPV, others' point of view. Before taking a decision, think of the others. Put yourself in others' shoes, then think differently. How would this decision affect them before taking the decision? For example, if you are a top manager and you want to make a decision, a new decision, think of OPV. How would this affect, for example, employees in the HR department, in the financial department? How my clients, my stakeholders? So these are the tools of the core technique. It's the cognitive of research, trust technique, and the group that allow us to use such tools to bring new creative ideas. Now, what are the barriers that may threaten the value of creativity? Actually, there are lots of barriers that may threaten and prevent creativity and the new ideas to flow. For example, one is fear of criticism, fear of change, fear of failure, and always fear will threaten new ideas to proceed. And always we give a golden rule: don't fear failure. Fear what? Don't fear failure, fear fear, because the fear is preventing the flow of ideas. So always fear threatens the value of creativity to proceed. Another is what we call the environment surrounding a certain culture, for example, old beliefs, old habits, thinking to get the same what you expect, routine, bureaucratic management, too rigid environment, very hard routine managers. They allow just one idea to flow, or they need a certain track to follow. So all of these will threaten and prevent the value of creativity to proceed. And there is always what we call the old sayings that false sayings, don't believe in it. Some of the sayings that only smart people are creative. No, anyone can be creative, but if we provide the suitable environment, if we allow time for creativity to proceed. And they said that always, for example, do you think that creativity is associated with race? No way. So anyone can be creative, but let's think of the environment supporting and surrounding the creativity. What type of environment we encourage in order to get new ideas? One of the ideas that this environment should allow failure, should respect all employees, and we believe diversity is integration. When we believe in others, when we believe that we can listen to other employees, we can get lots of ideas. So the environment is a very crucial factor for creativity to succeed and proceed. How can we enhance the creativity and allow ideas to go? There are some golden rules to apply here. Create as many ideas as you can think of. Don't judge while you are generating ideas. So just go for quantity. We don't care at the beginning for quality. Just whatever you have an idea, just record. And here we use a concept we call the mind map. The mind map is a technique that allows you to go wild and set all your ideas that you can think of. Just take a piece of paper and in the center of the piece of the paper, draw a circle and set the subject matter or the problem you are thinking. And whatever idea you get, just record and go wild. Even you can suggest or decide standards, judge and challenge standards, challenge assumptions. Not every standard is really a standard. We can change standards. In creativity, we believe go wild, create as many ideas as you can, use the mind map technique to allow your brain to go wild and just record. So these are the techniques that would enhance creativity. Now, positive environment will always allow its employees, allow people to create ideas. So no rigid rules, give trust to people, allow them to think differently. Availability of resources is very essential. In order to go wild and have some sort of creativity, we need the supporting environment by availability of resources and believing in failure. Failure is a lesson to learn from. Don't stop when you face failure. And here we apply a model or a method called TEFCAS, T-E-F-C-A-S. TEFCAS is a model for success. T is trial. Always try. Even if a new idea, try it. This will turn into E, event. It will become an event. This event, you apply F. It will give you a feedback. Then you apply the C, check, suggest, modify, and then you A, adjust. Then you go trial, event, feedback, check, adjust. For sure, after several trials of adjustment, you will reach success. So the TEFCAS model is a model that allow even failure will help us to proceed. So whenever this is actually in an environment that encourage creative ideas, that encourage and believe in diversity, in such a case we go. And always we believe a team is highly needed in any environment to go wild. And always team suggests together everyone achieves more team. So these are the requirements of an excellent positive environment that would encourage creativity to flow and go. Now let's have some examples about companies, organizations that start from zero and apply the techniques of creativity and they reach a high level of achievement. If we see and check the story of Google, how did Google start? It actually was a graduation project for two students in 1999. They started their project in the IT for a searching engine on the internet. When they tried to apply this graduation project idea into reality, they needed some sort of money. So they went for banks asking for a loan, and no bank supported them because how to support fresh graduates with loan of millions, for example. So their university supported them with the required loan. And in Google, they have an excellent positive environment. For example, there are 20% of the time you are free to do whatever. In the environment there, you can go for playing, swimming, sleeping, relaxing. And they found that most ideas and creative ideas that came to Google is usually during the 20% time of relaxing. So a positive environment will always support big issues. So they started their company with a small organization, then they get enlarged, and now one of the biggest actually investors in the world is Google. But it started from just an idea of a graduation project, then by effort, time, patience, and believing in the self, they reach a high level. Also, there are lots of success stories. You can see, for example, Talabat, Careem, Uber, all of these started just an idea. And if we discuss the case of Nokia, what has Nokia, why do you think Nokia fell down and lost all its business? Not because they don't have some sort of development, they have, but they keep it in the track line. And when Steve Jobs presented his idea of the touch screen, again, Apple moved to the top brands in mobiles and Nokia lost. Kodak, one of the best organizations in photography, but also it lost this business because of the concept of digital camera. Always when we have new ideas, we have to think of its feasibility, be supportive, but also believe in effort, patient, and don't just give up when you face failure. Just modify. To remind you, best people in the world, they faced lots of failure in their life, but always they have the mentality of taking a risk. Don't just refuse risk. Take risk, go ahead, believe in yourself. Whenever you have idea, we have to dig for this idea and move. This is creativity. In this episode, we have the chance to discuss what we call the barriers that may threaten this value to proceed. Environmental, some psychological factors, not believing, fear is one of the highest, but always whenever we have a positive, supportive environment, we can proceed and allow this very important value of creativity to proceed. Again, once creativity is there, change is there, innovation is there, and then success and achievement. This was the episode. This is Dr. Tariq Rashid. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.